Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast on IoT and Industry 4.0. We have Mr. Suresh Patidar with us. He's currently working with Calsoft in the capacity of senior architect. He has over 12 years of experience in building products and solutions in storage, networking, virtualization, and cloud computing domain. He has worked on many UI UX engagements and has been taking initiatives in IoT, AI, and ML areas at Calsoft.
Hey Rohan, thanks for the introduction. Hello everyone, this is Suresh Patidar.
Welcome, Suresh. And without spending much time, let's proceed with our discussion. So, what is IoT from a layman's perspective?
Sure Rohan. So the concept of IoT dates back in 1999 and it was coined by a British technology pioneer called Kevin Austin.
Okay.
So the Internet of Things is about connecting everyday devices which were previously never connected to internet.
Okay, so you mean they're connected so that they can communicate with each other?
Yes, exactly. So these connected devices or things can then talk to each other and enabling a bi-directional communication. Basically, Internet of Things is ability to connect objects, things or devices around us to the internet and have a unique identity.
Okay, how these devices are managed and used?
So the IoT connects remote assets and provides a data stream between the asset and a centralized management system. Those assets can then be integrated into new and existing organizational processes to provide information on status, location, functionality, and so on. The real time information enables more accurate understanding of status and it enhances the utilization and productivity through optimized usage and more accurate decision support.
Can you give an example where we see IoT affecting our lives?
Sure, Ron. So, Internet of Things has already begun changing the world, and we have entered in the new technological era. In automotive industry, the introduction of connected cars sees a connection of vehicle to the internet, enabling a real-time communication in a variety of scenarios such as traffic warnings, navigation system in combination with vehicle logs, and setting of an emergency call in the event of accident. In household, we see smart air conditioners that you can control from anywhere in the world using your smartphone. The ACs are smart enough that they can even learn from your habit. Like if you set a low temperature at night regularly, then they automatically start learning this and doing this for you without bothering you anymore. This also results in a lot of energy saving as well. Another example is smart refrigerators which can keep track of items consumed and generate alerts, or even it can place an order to the nearby grocery store.
Sure, Suresh. We got a fair idea of what IoT is now. Can you tell us about Industry 4.0 and its origin?
The term Industry 4.0 was coined by German government and it stems from a project set out to prepare German industry for the future of production. The fourth industrial revolution paves the way to and for the smart factory. It is based on cyber physical system, networking machines and components with the addition of intelligent, smart and highly flexible softwares.
So, this brings to my next question. What is cyber physical systems?
So cyber physical systems are integrations of computation, networking and physical process. So cyber physical systems are intrinsically connected with embedded systems, this being part of complete devices carrying out a dedicated function that frequently comes with a real-time computing constraints.
Okay, what are the common IoT technologies used in Industry 4.0?
So Industry 4.0 operates on several technological concepts including the cyber physical system that we just talked about and Internet of Things. The IoT facilitates the communication cooperation processes of cyber physical systems. Common IoT technologies used in Industry 4.0 and consequently the smart factories are inter alia, wireless networks, intelligent or smart object, sensory technology and actuating elements.
So, Suresh, I'm just curious that why is it called Industry 4.0? Could you please shed some light on its history?
Sure. So Industry 4.0 is not a new technology nor it is a business discipline, but in fact a approach to achieve results that weren't possible 10 years ago and thanks to the advancement in the technology.
Suresh, sorry to interrupt you. Just curious to know that you just said that it is an approach to achieve results. What does that mean?
No problem, Ron. So actually there are four design principles in Industry 4.0 and these principles support companies in identifying and implementing Industry 4.0 scenarios. So the first principle is about interoperability, which is the ability of machines, devices, sensors and people to connect and communicate with each other via IoT or IOP, that is Internet of People. The second principle is about information transparency, which is the ability of information systems to create a virtual copy of physical world by enriching digital plants model with a sensor data. And third principle is about technical assistance, which is the ability of system to support human for making informed decision and solving urgent problems on a short notice. And finally, the fourth principle is about decentralized decision, which is the ability of cyber physical systems to make decision on their own and perform their task as autonomously as possible. Hope this answers your question.
Yes, Suresh. Thanks a lot for that. So let's get back to my previous question about the history of industrial revolution.
Oh yeah. So the first industrial revolution was the move from farming to factory production using water and steam power in the 19th century, and we called it as Industry 1.0. The second began with the electrification of factories, bringing the assembly line mass production, and it was called as 2.0. Finally, the third revolution refers to the change from analog to digital technology and establishing automation via electronic controllers. And of course, the fourth one is something that we are going through now, that is building smart factories by making use of latest technologies like IoT, ML, AI, etc.
Okay. So what is the role of IoT in the fourth industrial revolution?
IoT is the ground zero for smart factories. By 2020, somewhere 25 to 50 billion things will be connected to the internet. Also, the cost of sensor technology have declined by 100 times in last 10 years. So this explosion of low-cost sensor technology has made every manufacturing process and component a potential data source.
Okay, what are the values generated by IoT specifically for manufacturing so far?
So there are four primary form of values that IoT will generate in terms of manufacturing processes, and they are supply chain management, operating efficiency, predictive maintenance, and inventory optimization. So IoT provides manufacturers a comprehensive view of what's occurring every point of their production process and help make real-time adjustment.
Can you quote some examples where these values are realized by industries?
Sure. So for example, BMW knows the real-time status of all machines producing all the parts and components from all the suppliers going into a vehicle. Similarly, Toyota reduced the recalls by knowing exactly what machine produced which component of which vehicle. Similarly, GM uses sensors to monitor humidity conditions during vehicle painting. If unfavorable, the workpiece is moved somewhere in the plant or the ventilation systems adjusted. Ford placed sensors on virtually every piece of production equipment at its River Rock facility.
Thanks for this wonderful discussion, Suresh. And to all listeners, stay tuned for our upcoming episodes. And for any queries, please log on to www.calsoftinc.com. Thank you, Suresh.
Thanks, Rohan.